Welcome back, everyone. Today we're gonna complete the series of English literature, and today we're gonna talk about the drama basics. The drama basics will be divided into two lectures because it's too long. So let's start here with the basics of the drama. Okay, first of all, I need to ask myself a question. What do I mean here by the word drama? Of course, you watch lots of plays performed on the stage and in the theater. Okay, when you have the actors acting on the stage, like what we have here. We have here the actors, and they are acting on the stage, and they look so nice in presenting one of the greatest plays ever for William Shakespeare, Hamlet. Okay, so they are acting now on the stage, as you see here. So if you want to define the word drama, you can say it's a form of literature, and it can be represented in the form of performance on the stage, or you can watch it in a theater. Okay, a play in the theater, a play here as a noun, not as a verb, in a theater or on television or radio, or plays and acting generally. You can say plays and acting generally. We call this one as drama. Okay, you have the actors, you have the stage, and as you see here, they are acting in a very nice way. They are dressing here in a certain way to give you something like a hint about their characters. If you find someone wearing black all the time, it can show you something about his character. Maybe this one is evil. If someone is wearing white all the time, it can show that this one is a good one, or he has a kind of purity in his character, and so on. Okay. Do we have any difference between the drama and the novel? Okay, let's see. Of course, if I'm talking about the novel, I can say that the novel is like a long story. The drama is in the form of a play acted on the stage. The one who's writing the drama is called the playwright. Playwright. The one who's writing the novel is called the novelist. Give me an example of the novelists in English literature. I think the best one in writing novels is Charles Dickens, of course. He wrote lots of works like Oliver Twist, like David Copperfield, and one of the greatest of them all is A Tale of Two Cities. An example of the playwright, we have here William Shakespeare, and this one is so great, and let's say that it's the most famous figure in the English literature. The novel is divided into chapters, but the drama is divided into acts or scenes. Okay, the novel in the chapters, they are also divided into paragraphs, moving, following each other. In the drama, I do not have paragraphs, I have dialogues and a script and so on. The novel, I can read it as a book, and it can be acted as a film in the cinema. But the drama is in the form of the play, and the play is acted on the stage, and you can watch it in the theater, not in the cinema. Okay, so these are the main differences between the novel and the drama. Okay, just to make it clear for you before you begin study anything about the drama. Okay, do we have one type of the plays? Of course not, we have different types. And I think maybe you are familiar with some of them. For example, the comedy, yes, from the name, it's something funny, and it has happy ending. Okay, so something funny, and it has a kind of happy ending. So you like to go there and enjoy yourself. The tragedy, the opposite. Serious play, sad endings. You don't have a happy ending. No, we have here sad ending. Not funny. It's a serious one. And at the end, some of the, or maybe the main character died. Like in Hamlet for William Shakespeare. Okay, you can find that most of the character died at the end. Okay, so it was so weird at this time. We have something that can mix between comedy and tragedy. We call it tragicomedy. It's a play which is both funny and sad. Maybe you can enjoy this one if you like some kind of analysis and you like to enjoy yourself. We have another type which is called epic. If you're talking about the historical events like the political or the social issues, okay. Maybe we can talk about if we want to make it familiar for you. If you watch the movie of Troy, and it talk about historical events and so on. Maybe you're gonna have something like that, but on the stage or as a play, we call it epic play. epic play, okay, related to history, the struggle in social or political issues, and so on. Okay, another type of the play, we can say it's called melodrama. Melodrama. From the name, it's full of exciting events, but there is a kind of exaggeration. Everything is exaggerated in the feelings. If the character is sad, he will be crying and dying and so on. If the character is happy, he'll be jumping up and down, moving very fast, trying to make the other people happy around. So if they're happy, they are so happy. They are over the moon. They are on cloud nine. But if they are so sad, they will be feeling blue. They will be depressed. This is the end of their life, and so on. So sometimes you feel that the characters are not real, as if they are fake. That's in the melodrama. In the morality play, you are talking here about morals. Okay, if I'm talking about the good things and the bad things. Of course, the bad things we do not like them, so we are going to criticize the bad things, and the good things are going to support them in the morality play. Naturalism, the scene like our life. It shows the people and their experiences and how they are really are in the real life. Satire, I'm talking about the criticism. Okay, sometimes I have some political issues, some social issues. I do not like them. So I began to criticize them. Okay, like if you remember before when we talked in the novel about the idea of poverty, suffering, hunger, and so on, we can criticize them also in the drama in the form of satire play. Making fun of the political issues, maybe the stupid things that happen in politics or in society, I can criticize them in the satire play. Okay. Okay. We have here something called unities. Unities. I have something called unities. Okay. The unity means that you are going to have only one thing. One thing here related to time, one thing related to the place. Okay. One thing related to the action. How? If I'm talking about the time, I can have all the play in just 24 hours. Okay. Number two, I can have unity of place. All the events happens in one place. Okay, in one place, or maybe different parts of this place. Like you're talking about the sitting room, the bedroom, okay, the garden of the house, and maybe all the events happen in one place, just like the living room of the house, and the characters are moving in and out the same place. Okay, unity of action. I'm talking here about that all the events of the story are talking about maybe tragedy, okay, and you are so sad, and maybe you are talking here about comedy and you are so happy all the time of the play. Okay, so you can have this one and you can have this one. So it's up to the events of the play. So you have three unities: unity of time, unity of place, unity of action. Not all the playwrights do this one, but if you find it, it will be an exception. It will be so attractive for you if you're going to analyze the play. Okay, what about the next point? We are talking here about the characters. The characters are the people that we know them in the play. Okay, we said before in the novel you have two types of characters, main and minor, or major and minor. The main character is the most important one, and this one is pushing the events forward and helping him. We talk here about the minor characters. Here I'm talking about the protagonist. The protagonist is the main character in the play, and let's say in most of the plays, they say that this is the one who is suffering all the time. Okay, the one who is in conflict, or they are in struggle and they are opposite, or they are not the same, we call him antagonist. Okay, so we have the protagonist and antagonist, and this is the one who's fighting, or like the enemy of the protagonist. Okay, the foil character, this is the contrast or the mirror of the protagonist. So if I have this one as a good one, this one will be a bad one. This one is helping the people, this one is taking money from the people, and so on. So they are foils to each other. Maybe they have the same face, or they have the same qualities, okay, but they are different in the way that they are dealing with the others. The dynamic or the round characters, they are, from the name, they are dynamic, active, changing all the time. They are not stable, or They don't have kind of stability. No, they are changing all the time. I mean, in their behavior and so on. And the opposite, you have static, sorry, and flat character. It means here that they do not have any kind of change. So maybe someone is naive all the time. All the people around him are thieves and killing and stealing and so on. And this one is not affected. So we call this one static or flat character. Flat character, not changing all the time of the play. Okay, which will be somehow so weird. Okay. Um, the dramatic elements, we're going to have it in the second part of this class. Okay, so I'm going to explain it in another session.